Okay fam, so what I'm going to do is prime my lids, which I already did, apply my tape, which obviously I did that as well, and I'm going to go ahead and just dust a skin tone shade all over the lid for the sake of dusting a skin tone shade all over the lid. So I'm going into the Velvet Matte palette and going into this shade here called Indulge. Okay, and I'm going to take a large fluffy brush. This is the Morphe M218, and I'm going to just dust that all over the eye and the lid with a really fluffy brush, just to help the shadows blend and for the sake of using it, honestly. Alright, so we're going to start with our purple. I'm going to be using the brush that came with the palette, and we're going into the Wonderlust palette, and I'm going to use the purple called Regal. It is a matte purple, and I'm going to go ahead and start with that, and I'm going to place that on my eye in like a, let's say a C from it, a rainbow shape. That's my cat trying to catch a fly. Okay, and so then the next shade I'm going to use, I am going to take a small fluffy blending brush. I'm using the Morphe M507, really small tiny blending brush, and I'm going to go into this fuchsia shade, still in the Wonderlust palette, and this matte fuchsia called Go Girl here. I'm going to take that and I'm going to blend the edges, blend that into the edges of my purple shadow that I just placed down. Add a little bit more purple to be consistent. And the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take another small blending brush. This is the M506 by Morphe, and I am going to use a brighter orange shade to blend out blend out the edge. So I'm using this shade called Secure, and I'm in the Confidence palette now, and I'm using Secure. Where is it? Did I lose it? There we go. I'm going to go back and add a little bit more Go Girl, which is the fuchsia, the middle shade, just because I want to build that up a bit more. Now, for the center area, I'm going to go metallic, because why not? To get the little sunset look. I'm not going to pull it up too far like a cut crease situation. I'm going to keep it very isolated on the lid, right in the smack center of the lid. And the shade that I'm going to use for that is coming from the metallics palette here, and I'm going into the shade called Powerhouse first. Okay, and again I am going to take the brush that came with the palette, and I'm going to go into Powerhouse and fill in that blank area on the lid, making sure I don't go too far up on the lid, because we want this to again be centered and isolated on the lid. And then the next thing I'm going to do is go back into that purple one more time, use the same brush, but instead of using the flat side of the brush, I'm going to use the tip of the brush, and I'm going to kind of blur the edges between this metallic shade and the purple. There's your little sunset theme. If you need to layer and go back and forth, by all means, go again. But we have here. Okay. And then just to even brighten up the center, a teeny tiny bit more, I'm going to take a small detailed brush. This is the Real Techniques accent brush, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use, back in the metallics palette, right next to Powerhouse is the shade Zenith. And I'm going to take this shade and pack it right in the center of Powerhouse. And you see that's really reflecting light now. Really giving us something. And then just for the sake of putting on a brow highlight, I'm going to get a fluffier brush. This is by Royale & Langnickel and the name's worn off. But anyway, I'm going to get a fluffy brush. And I'm going to go into... I forgot what I went into. Oh no. Alright, we'll go with this. I'm going to touch Conquest from the Metallics palette. I'm just going to touch it. I'm just going to touch it with my brush. I'm just going to touch it and dust it right under the brow for a moment. That's what I'm going to do. I am going to go ahead and apply a winged liner. The eyeliner that I'm going to use is by Stila, and it's the Stay All Day Waterproof Liquid Eyeliner. And I'm going to curl my lashes and apply mascara. And I'll be right back. So for my skin, I'm going to go ahead and prime. Oh, I went ahead and did my mascara. No lashes today. I like this look with no lashes. I didn't want the lashes to hide the sunset because I wear very big dramatic lashes. And I also wanted a naked lower lash line. I don't know why, but I'm liking the way this looks. So I went ahead and I primed my face with my Peter Thomas Roth Skin to Die For. I really enjoy this primer. This was a sample I got in a play box. And I don't know if I'm built about a full price. I mean to pay full price for the full size, but I really like it. First world problems. So for my foundation, I'm actually going to use my ColourPop, let me get the name right, No Filter Stick Foundation. I wanted to wet a beauty blender, but I'm not. I'm going to use a brush today. So anyway, I'm the shade Deep Dark 190C. That's my match, but I also have Deep Dark 185 and another one because when I bought them, didn't know my shade, and one of them is a little lighter, so I'm going to put that in the center of my face, which is, it's not that much lighter, like, but for the sake of using them, oh boy. Right now on camera, this is the cool one and it looks really warm, but it's okay. It's alright. It's gonna come together. It's gonna come together. I'm gonna take my Japanesque 708. That's the number on this brush. High density, high definition foundation brush. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and buff this foundation into my skin. Okay, so while this Stay Foundation is medium coverage, it's not enough coverage for me, and it's also one thing I noticed with ColourPop foundations, and I'm actually going to review this today in a video, so you'll see another video with this makeup on, me reviewing these. They run light, which is absolutely ridiculous. But anyway, I do like the coverage of this, but you know I'm extra, so I'm going to get some concealer, and I'm going to mix two concealers. I'm using my Urban Decay, oh my god, let me get the names right, All Nighter Concealer, and then I'm going to put a couple dots of the Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer on top, as well as down the center of the face. And because I am being lazy about my beauty blender, I'm using the small Japanesque high definition brush to blend all these out. I'm going to go under the eyes with my Black Radiance Soft Focus Finishing Powder in Golden Almond Finish to set and brighten even more underneath there. And then lightly all over the face, I'm going in with the Black Radiance Soft Focus Finishing Powder in Milk Chocolate Finish all over the face to set. This foundation tends to be a little bit on the drier side, so I'm not putting much, but I also need to deepen up the shade because again, it's running just a smidge light. So this powder is really good for fixing foundations that might be a tad off for me. So, yeah. We're going to contour with the Nicka K Contour Duo. And then we're going to add blush. Keeping with the theme of things, I'm going to use the pinky blush called Lovejoy in the Profusion Blush and Glow palette. Now for highlight, I am going into the Essence Pure Nude Sunlighter. This is a very natural glow from within highlighter, and that's just what I want today. Spray with some Fix Plus and then some finishing spray if I was going somewhere. Woo! I'm going to apply my lower mascara and then I'll be back for lips. So the lip I'm going to use is the NYX Slip Tease Lip Lacquer in the shade Spiced Spell. To take this bonnet off, get my hair together, put some earrings on, and I'll meet you back here for the outro. And we are back. So I hope you enjoyed this look. If you have any questions, comments, concerns about any of the products mentioned in this video, feel free to leave it down below. I love you all, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Bye!